این تحلیل
This is not my opinion. They themselves. Okay, so he's saying. Okay, look at this. Okay, look what he's saying. To be fair, the American regime is suffering
به
severely
شدت دچار انحطاط
from political, civil, and moral decadence. Guys, look in a fucking mirror.
سیاسی و انحطاط مدنی و انحطاط اخلاقی است. این
This is not my opinion. They themselves say this. You know why they themselves say this? Maybe guys, do you guys know why Americans talk about the problems in their countries, and they talk about it, they write books about it, they talk about it on their YouTube channels, on their media, even the politicians talk about it. You know why? He thinks that, oh look, the Americans themselves are admitting all of these problems. Okay, it's not we who are saying this, the Americans who are saying this in their own media. He thinks this is like a gotcha. He thinks like this shows that they're admitting it, so it must be true. Well, whatever about these analysis is true. The reason why you see it in the United States more than in your country, Supreme Sandwich Khamenei, is because of this small thing, this tiny thing that they have and you don't. Do you guys know what that is called? Do you guys know what that's called? Let me see. Anybody got it? Anybody? 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 Yes, there we go, Qasim. Exactly. Qasim got it. Freedom of speech!
تحلیل هم نیست. اینی که من میگم اینجور نیست که حالا تحلیل باشه. این رو خودشون میگن. این
Dude, you have no idea how many people would like, okay, you would be lucky if you had freedom of speech. If you just let the people of Iran to speak whatever they wanted to speak and just give them freedom, you would just say you would be put on trial, all you and your entire regime, all of them. You would be lucky if they were humane enough to not paint the streets red. And I actually fear for you. I fear for you because that's what they're gonna do. You think like, oh look, the Americans, they speak against the regime, they speak against their own culture, they write books about it, they talk about it in their own media. Dude, 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 your people, if they could, they wouldn't just talk about it, about the problems that they have with you. People like me would have to beg them not to chop you into pieces. We people like me, channels like mine, the Persian atheist like Jomhuriya Bi Khodayan, which we have in Persian, we would have to beg the people when the regime falls to please, please, guys, please let's have trials. Please just put these people in court. Let's have a hearing. Let's have due process. Let's bring international observers just to make sure. I would like you guys who would probably this motherfucker who probably will hang me if I go back to Iran. Probably not, probably for sure, guys. If I go back to Iran, I would be definitely hanged by this regime. Okay, but I am pro enlightenment values enough for me to at that point have to defend these people to be like, okay, guys, okay, you wanna execute them? Can we at least have due process? Can we have like a court hearing? Can we have international observers? Like that's what would happen. Like even people like me would have to try to come and step between the people who wanna like chop you into pieces, and you. That's what would happen. And you think like, oh yeah, the Americans speak badly about the regime and the culture. That shows if that shows that they're in trouble, then what does that say about you and your regime if that's what your people want to do to you? God damn motherfucker. Let me see what you guys are saying. Awesome is saying 100%. It is more possible rather than probable. Yes, 100%. Yes. Freedom of speech. Yeah, I already got that one. Yes, exactly. Ghostman is saying, as an American, we don't have to feign support out of the fear of being killed. We are actually very happy with this. Yes.
حرف سخنگو
This is what the spokesman. Yes, this is what the spokesmen, writers, and thinkers say. The Americans, yes, because they have something called freedom of speech.
بیان خودشون و
Maybe try it
نویسندگان
sometimes.
خودشون و صاحبان فکر از خود داخل آمریکاست. اونا این حرف رو میزنن. در این چند سال
In recent years, many books and publications have been written and widely circulated.
چند تا کتاب
It's talking about the people, books written in the United States about the problems with America. They love reading those books. Okay, they're like, oh, look, Americans themselves are admitting that their country is, there's problems with their country. Like they think that this is got you.
نوشتن با تیراژهای بالا در داخل آمریکا.
And they have somewhat lifted the curtain. Do you understand how embarrassing this is for you that you're telling guys, the people that are listening to him, these are like pro-regime people, okay? To his own audience, he doesn't understand that he's actually telling his own people that the United States is a country where books are written against the regime and they are bestsellers. Anti-Trump books are bestsellers in the United States. So you have no idea how embarrassing this is for you, Khamenei, because your audience are being told that, holy crap, really? In United States, people could actually publish books against Trump and it becomes bestsellers? Like that's how free they are? This is not the gotcha you think it is, Khamenei. This is not the gotcha you think it is. This is embarrassment to you because you're showing to your people, to your followers, to your fans how free United States is.
آمریکا منتشر شده با تیراژ که بعضی پرده ها رو این کتابا بالا میزنن. یکی از این کتابا
I read one of these books that was translated into Persian. He's not going to mention the book.
رو که به فارسی
Is he?
ترجمه شده بنده خوندم پر از شواهد
And it is full of evidence to this decadence.
همین انحطاط.
Where are the books in your country about your decadence, huh? Can you tell us a little bit about some books that were published in Iran about the corruption coming from you? Are there any spokespeople that are openly speaking against you or writing against you in the media? Are there? No? I wonder why. Is it because there's nothing wrong with your regime and everything you do is perfect? Are there any books published right now in Iran about your corruption? There's zero. There's zero. I wonder why that is. Is it because you're perfect? Is that what it is? No, okay, no. AJ is saying, is that a picture of himself beside him? No, that's Khomeini. He's dead. This Khomeini, this is Khamenei, this is Ashhadu anna la ilaha illallah wa Muhammad. This is the shahadat on top of him. Guys, look at this, okay? I'm telling you, in Iran, Hussein is above Ali, and Ali is above Muhammad, and Muhammad is above Allah, and they do not admit this, okay? Hussein is more important than Ali. Ali is more important than Muhammad, and Muhammad is more important than Allah. I tell you this, and people are like, no, Armin, no, we worship Allah and only Allah, blah, 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 blah. Bull crap. Look at the sign behind him, okay? You see there's Allah right here? This tiny little thing, that's Allah, okay? And this giant thing right in the center, and that's Muhammad, okay? When I'm telling you their priorities is Muhammad is above Allah, then you have to believe me, okay? Yeah, I'm saying, woo, I'm number one. Yes, you are.
واقعا کسی اون کتاب رو بخونه اول تا آخر کتاب نشون ده.
Oh wait, what is he saying? Sorry. From start to finish, this book shows the decadence
اول تا آخر کتاب نشون دهنده انحطاط
of America's political regime and the actions of America's president.
نظام سیاسی آمریکا با حرکات رئیس جمهور
Of America's political regime, and the actions of America's president.
آمریکاست. این امپراتوری
An empire like this will not last long.
اینجوری
God damn it, man.
دیری نخواهد.
All this is projection, by the way. All the fears that they have, like these people, they piss their pants when they're. I mean, they don't wear pants, but they piss whatever they're wearing when they're sleeping, thinking about. Guys, I'm telling you, guys, okay. If the day, this is what they. This is their nightmare, okay. How many people live in Tehran? I think it's when I was there, it was 12 million. Tehran population, okay. Oh no, okay, the greater Tehran, not just Tehran. Greater Tehran population. 13 million, okay? So you have Tehran, center Tehran, and Tehran, the whole area Tehran, okay? So 13 million people in Tehran, okay? If 5,000 of them charge Khamenei's residence, 5,000. Just 5,000, okay? And let's say the armed forces take action, they show up, and they start just shooting everybody, okay? Out of this 5,000, it's just 500 of them just make it through. Then this guy is like, his biggest piece is going to be his ears. That's an Iranian saying. Okay? So that's what they think about when they're sleeping. And that's why they're pissing their bed every night. Okay? And that's why he's saying, oh, this empire, United States empire is going to fall. Because this is projection. Because this is what they think about their own regime every night before they go to sleep. No, I didn't say he shot. No, I didn't say he shot 5,000. I'm just saying if 5,000 people charge at his residence, obviously they're just gonna be like, they're not gonna hold back. It is clear that a policy or regime gets to this point. Yeah, Area 51 style. Yes, exactly. It is clear that a policy or a regime gets to this point if it cannot last long and will be destroyed. Sure, buddy. Sure. In your dreams. They jack off to thinking about the toppling of the Israel and United States government. Like these people, they jerk off to that. They're like, oh my God, the United States falling apart, the entire regime falling. They just like, they come thinking about that. Of course I think oil is a curse in disguise. Yeah, it's been studied many, many times. Without oil, the regime wouldn't have sustained. Yeah, oil is a curse in 3 different ways. British Pakistani atheist saying the issue is, are people willing to sacrifice their lives for regime change? I know I wouldn't. That's the question. That's what the question people have been asking for the past 40 years. Of course, there are those who will hasten this destruction if they come to power. And there are those who will delay it a little bit. This is how you make a prediction. Okay, this is how you make a prediction. You be like, oh, it could come tomorrow, or it could come 50 years from now, or even longer. So if it doesn't become true, then there's like you weren't wrong. Okay, this is how you make a prediction without actually committing to it, so you could never be proven wrong. But either way, this is the truth. Sure. Anyways.